What is going on, everybody? This is Taylor from the Pigs Racing Network, and today we welcome you to Mexico City, running the Mexico City road course. Let's take a little info here. Autodome Rodriguez Rodriguez. And here's the road course. I believe this is the one that NASCAR ran when they came to Mexico, but I'm not 100% sure. And right here you can see our starting lineup with Miles Mashburn, our Kickstarter winner, starting alongside the front row with Satoshi Nakamoto. JJ Holferber starting next to Sean Billman. Corbin Forster starts next to Ben Crouch. Connor Patrick starts to Michael Canto, Gabeth, and Dan Smith. Round out the final two in the top 10. Hachikachu, our Talladega winner, I believe, in 15th. Jordan Forbes in last place with Corey Oster in 22nd. With that out of the way, let's go right on ahead and let's go ahead and get this race underway. 12 laps, no cautions. Any incidents, I will try my best to report them on. Let's get this started. Here's the command to get this race underway. As pace car rolls off, we see we have some trouble with our outside pole sitter, Miles Mashburn. He has apparently blown his engine and has some issues already. Our pole sitter of Miles Mashburn is, even Miles Mashburn is not going to be able to race this race. And he is our pole sitter for today. Yeah. It's pretty stupid, but I know. So it's not Miles Mashburn who will lead him to the green flag, but instead it'll be Satoshi Nakamoto and JJ Holferber. Nakamoto will be the one that'll lead him off, since he is starting second. The green flag is waving, ladies and gentlemen. We're off and running. Boogity 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 boys. We are racing here at Mexico City. Oh, look at them already starting to stack up back here. Wow, Corey Oster is real. I don't think that's Corey Oster. I think that's Hachikachu I'm talking about. They are 4 wide back here. Holy moly. This is not going to end well. Look out, everybody. Ah! Ow! Oh, Jesus. Big one back here. Oh, Hachikachu's involved. Kamikaze's involved. They are still piling it. Oh, my God almighty. This is starting to pile up huge. This is a mess up here, guys. A major, major mess. And Holferber has taken the lead. Miles Mashburn's getting his damage repaired, but he may just finish dead last. Oh my God, J.R. Britton has a ton of damage on that hood. Already a chaotic race. Maybe Miles Mashburn won't finish dead last at this rate. He's already off pit road, so I don't think he's a lap down. But I don't think... That was just a little insane. J.R. Britton, I don't understand how he's seeing... I don't know how he's driving with that hood up that far. In any case, JJ Holferber, the one's pulling away. He's won in the Pits Cup Series. He's won in almost every series he's been a part of. He's won in this series. And now he's going to lead the first lap of today's race. These lap times are relatively long. Yeah, Miles Mashburn is not a lap down, so that is... J.R. Britton's down pit road. And he's not out of the race, so Miles Mashburn is going to have a chance to catch back up. There are so many cars that got some damage. I don't understand how in the world they are not down pit road. I don't understand how they are not down pit road. J.R. Britton hasn't even set his lap time yet, so yeah, the pit road exits where the finish line is. But there's Miles Mashburn trying to catch up to J.R. Britton. Now has his hood off. I'm surprised nobody's gone down pit road to fix their damages, especially what the heck happened in the first few turns. It went 4 wide, and there was so much chaos. I don't even know who was all involved. JJ Hoferber is out in front with Satoshi Nakamoto in second. Connor Patrick's moved on up to the third spot. Orbit Forster in fourth, and James Bowles in fifth. Could be possible for Satoshi Nakamoto to chase down Hoferber as we got the 10 laps to go mark already in this race. Like I said, these lap times are about a minute and 20 seconds at very least. So expect this one to be about 20 minutes long, maybe a little more. That's my guess. Could Hoferber win this race in dominating fashion? That's going to be a close one. Here's considering Satoshi Nakamoto is catching up to the one car. Maybe this may be the road course race. We may see a battle for the win instead of a dominating performance by a certain driver. No one has gone down pit road yet, except for Miles Bashburn, who qualified on the pole and then had that issue. Now Hoferber could be the next driver in this road course week to dominate a race and win it. Only series that has not gone to a road course is the Kickstarter series, which was won by Miles Bashburn, our pole sitter, who is now dead last, thanks to an engine failure or transmission failure. I would say an engine failure, but he would be out of the race if it was an engine failure, but it's not. Don't threat, because next week we go to Freeway Superspeedway. I thought we already went to this track before, but I believe I'm wrong. Then we go to Coca-Cola Superspeedway. So 2 weeks in a row we go to Superspeedways. And in the past 4 weeks, or in the 4 weeks that, well, I can't speak, but when we hit race 19, there'll be, out of the 5 races from 15 to 19, race 15 to race 19, there would be 4 super speedways and 1 road course that we are racing on. So yeah. And then once we hit at Las Vegas, there will be that that special race, the sprint race as I called it, that we did at USA International for the drivers who are all the way at the bottom of the point standings coming out of Coca-Cola Superspeedway. They will have a chance to catch back up to the points leader. They will cut their points difference down a lot. So you may see a lot of changes in the points coming out of Las Vegas. Then we got Michigan, Charlotte, California, Tennessee Superspeedway, Watkins Glen, Daytona Road Course, Bristol, Kentucky, Martinsville, Phoenix, and Homestead. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is marking the end of this series pretty soon. Doesn't feel like it, but we are a little past halfway. We only have 31 races this season. So I do expect to see Homestead be in a hell of a race for these drivers who want to get a championship won, especially JJ Hoferber trying to get another win in this season. He is a multiple-time winner in this series already. He's looking to add another win into the book. I think he's only won once, which was a crazy finish at Rockingham. But I think we may be able to see a driver catch up to either Satoshi Nakamoto or JJ Hoferber, considering JJ Hoferber is kind of struggling these past few laps here. Go into cockpit cam, see how he's holding up in the gears and all that. No drivers out of the race yet. Hoferber is somewhat pulling away from Satoshi Nakamoto. He's somewhat pulling away. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here, and when we come back, we will have a little Wow, Overburr really took that corner wide. We will come back with a little less than halfway to the checkered flag. We'll be back in a few short moments here at Mexico City.
Wait till you meet the new iMac.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. I have an annuity, but I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They help thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments, but you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
877 cash now.
877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. Call now.
Welcome back to the Mexico City road course, ladies and gentlemen. JJ Hoferber has somewhat contained the lead over Satoshi Nakamoto in second. He's pulled away quite a bit over Connor Patrick and Corbin Forster. And that's not James Bowles, that's actually Sean Millman. James Bowles is back here. Miles Mashburn and J.R. Britton are battling for the last place spot. Miles Mashburn getting taken out because of transmission issues and he couldn't get his car fired up. They fixed that, but it was way too late for them to try and fix it. If we did a full pace lap, he would be able to get back onto the track. He could have. He could have. It kept his position and maybe even battled, but even if he tried to, he still would have been in last place considering what the heck happened. Oh my, wow! Into the wall was Ryan Millman. I actually want to see what happened here. He went into the wall. I think he overshot. Yeah, he overshot. Wow, he was riding that wall. Yeah, he was riding this wall all the way through this turn. Yeah, there was, wow. I don't know what problem he was having, but that really just hurt him. And wow, that's a ton of damage to that left side of that car, but that is certainly not good for Ryan Millman. I wanted to say that was Dan Smith, but I would have gotten that wrong. He was riding that wall, and that wall just came back to bite him. Satoshi Nakamoto is right up to JJ Hoferber now. I realize that he's starting to get more closer to Hoferber every lap we go to. I don't know if it's going to help him or not. I don't know if Hoferber has gained too much of a lead on Satoshi Nakamoto to get a confirmed win. Hoferber keeps running some corners wide, and that usually does not work in road courses, coming from experience. Hoferber is trying to take the inside line of this corner. Satoshi Nakamoto is trying to take the little more on the outside approach. That probably helped Hoferber a little more because he did gain a little bit of time on Nakamoto. I think Nakamoto has a little bit less speed than before. But he has trimmed that lead down a lot as we got 3 laps to go in this one. Yeah, definitely Hoferber is starting to think he raced off his tires. I think, yeah, this time by he perfected that corner. Yeah, usually this corner is where Hoferberg eats it in the dust a lot. Now he's able to get by that real quick. Ooh, wow. Oh, that's some, I think some back end damage for Matt Deal. I'm not so sure if that's from a separate incident or if that's from the incident that took place at lap 1. I'm going to consider that the second option is going to be the best option. Considering this is only 12 laps long, considering it's not a long race, I am not assuming that there's not a lot of other incidents. There's only been 2 that I can report on. Ryan Millman getting into the wall, and the craziness that happened in lap 1. That craziness didn't happen. I'm pretty sure we would have had like a good battle for the lead. Or at least a like a not too tight. Wow, Satoshi Nakamoto took that corner pretty wide. That helped him a lot. Come to 2 laps to go. He's really cutting down that lead. 6/10 last time by, now 3/10. I don't know if that'll be enough to get the win, but it is sure something to scare Hoferberg a little bit. Hoferberg somewhat perfects that corner, still slides a little bit, but definitely a lot better than usual. Does gain a little bit. Wow, he gained a lot. Holy moly, he gained a lot of time on Satoshi Nakamoto that time. Hoferberg and Satoshi Nakamoto having a good battle. Well, it looks like Hoferberg has gained enough time to get a good win out of this race. Yeah, it looks like Hoferberg gained the time that he lost. He looks like he gained the time back. So when they come across this line, it'll be 1 lap to go. I don't think Satoshi Nakamoto has enough left to get by that 1 car. You can see it right in the flag stand. 1 lap to go for Hoferberg to dominate this race. 3/10 last time by. This time by, when they all crossed that line, a full second ahead of Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto gained a ton of time through these last couple laps. And now it looks like he lost it all. It looks like he may gain some of it, but it's not enough to get the win. It may just go to Hoferberg for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the last few quarters, a couple quarters, Hoferberg has to drive these quarters perfectly and not make a mistake. He has dominated this race, but Satoshi Nakamoto did put up a fight, unlike the other races that taken place at road courses this week. We will have our fair share of super speedways the next couple of weeks, and then we take it to some 1.5-mile tracks before we take it to some road courses. If JJ Hoferberg wants to set an example for the next few races for the road courses, this is how you do it. Man, he ran like crazy. He ran really close to that wall. But that didn't hurt him at all. He's coming to the checkered flag. JJ Hoferberg will win at Mexico City. A great win by JJ Hoferberg. Satoshi Nakamoto tried his best to get the victory, but just couldn't happen. Here are your standings. JJ Hoferberg gets first. Satoshi Nakamoto gets a runner-up spot in second. Connor Patrick third. Corbin Forster fourth. Sean Millman fifth. Michael Canto sixth. Ben Crouch seventh. Gameth eighth. Jordan Forbes ninth. Marco Monroe 10th. Kamikaze Games 11th. Luke Bergowski 12th. Dan Smith 13th. Tony Rigwinton 14th. Ajikachu 15th. Roy Ossiter 16th. James Bull 17th. Matt Deal 18th. Kyler Buggs 19th. Thomas Bala 20th. Ryan Millman 21st. Miles Mashburn going from 1st to 22nd. Not a good race for him. J.R. Braden got involved in the accident in turns 1 and 2, and that took him out of the race. Not out of the race, but not out of the race physically, but the car just didn't have the power to get up to the front again. Finishes dead last. Thank you all so much for watching. Next week, we go to Freeway Super Speedway. Have a good one, everybody.